Now, I don't have a tutorial for you today, but it's okay because I've actually got a present for all of you, and I've been doing this for a while. I've been meaning to get it done for over a year, and I finally got it done. And what it is it's a bunch of face charts. Now you're thinking, oh yeah, great, face charts. And you're probably thinking, what the heck are face charts? What face charts are is they're basically a kind of blueprint of the face which makeup artists or makeup enthusiasts use to draw out what kind of makeup they want to do. So let's say they've got an idea in their head or a kind of extreme, weird, arty makeup look. What you'll normally do is you'll get the face chart and then you'll draw it out on the face chart so that way you can see whether it looks great or if it looks awful, and you don't have to go through the whole process of putting it on your face. Now, makeup artists, let's say they're doing a fashion shoot and they've got several other kind of sub-makeup artists helping them out. Now you can't just say, okay, I want you to put brown in the crease and then black on the outer corner and then blue in the inner corner, because everyone's going to have a different interpretation of that. So what they'll normally do is they'll do a face chart, kind of like this. Now this is a bit of a bad example, this is just a rough sketch. What they'll do is they'll do a face chart and then listing underneath what products they use and all that kind of stuff. But the problem I found with face charts is that they only cater for white skin tones and almond eyes, and obviously the world's a lot more diverse than that, and so are a lot of my subscribers. So what I decided to do is to design a set of face charts. There are 4 different eye shapes. I've got large eyes, monolids, hooded / demi-lids, and then almond eyes. There's 4 different formats. There's ones with the eyes open like this in sets of 4. And then there's also a version with the eyes closed. There's a version like this with, it's falling, with 2 eyes open, and then there's another version with 1 eye closed, so that way you can show what it would look like with the eye closed as well. And then here's my favourite. So there's 4 different versions. If you want to see them, you can just go to the blog post. But this one's my personal favourite, and this is kind of a doodles page. And I got this idea because I kept doing these all over my sketchbook for when I wanted ideas for tutorials. And I thought, why not just make a face chart? And these are just, not for when you want to list the products, but when you're just trying to get ideas down on paper. That's the kind of layout that we would use. And even though I'm not doing them today, I will also be doing them in different skin tones. So today are going to be the white skin tones. The next version is going to be cream. After that, I think it's beige or coffee, one of the two. Then after that, it's brown, dark brown, and then all the way to ebony. So this will literally cater for every different eye shape and every different skin tone. And yeah, if you want to get them, there's a link down in the description box for how to get them. Now, one thing I have to mention is that the quality of these will very much depend on your printer. If your printer doesn't print very well, you're not very likely to get a good print. It might look bad, but it's not because of the design. The design's fine, I tested it out. If you have a good printer, they're going to look great. And another reason I wanted to do them like this is because, well, for one, they're free, so it saves you a mini bundle. And another reason I wanted to do it is that way you can pick what kind of paper you want. You can use the kind of bog standard printer paper. The problem is it's quite floppy and it can kind of dent and all this kind of stuff. I prefer using slightly thicker paper. You can see it doesn't fold so badly, and it's a lot easier to do makeup designs on it. But that's it really. There's a few kind of chatty things I wanted to talk about. One of which is I have a second channel, and I am going to do a few kind of really super short tutorials on different tips and tricks for filling in face charts. You don't always have to use makeup. One of my favourite methods is to use watercolour, and that's, I don't know, I just like using watercolour. Obviously it's not similar to the consistency that makeup has, but it's just a medium that I prefer. You can also use pastels. There's all kinds of different ways, different tools. You don't have to use makeup brushes. You can use your fingers, you can use cotton buds. There's loads of different tips and techniques. So I will be doing short tutorials on my second channel. My second channel is also for reviews, DIY beauty, stuff that I don't really want on this channel, because this channel I want it to be just for makeup. So the second channel is for kind of random beauty stuff, art tutorials. Not so much tutorials, because I don't think I'm at the level where I could teach someone, but it's more showing the process when I'm painting or drawing or when I'm making props for my next video. One of the tutorials I've been meaning to do for ages, and I'm still making the props, and this is one of the props I made for it, which is a baby dragon skull. And this took me about a week to make in total, but I will have a video showing how I made this, what I used, what tools I used. I'll have a blog post to go with it. but I'm going to start having videos showing the whole process. There won't be talky videos, I don't like talking in them. If I can avoid a voiceover, I usually avoid it. And I never talk when I'm painting or drawing, so I don't see why I should have it in a video, because it's pretty self-explanatory. But I will start having videos on those I will start having those kind of videos on the second channel. So if you want to see that, link in the description box for the free face charts, go to my blog, the link is also in the description box. And if you use them, please, 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 please show me photos of it either on Twitter or on Facebook. I want to know what you guys think of it. And I also need your help for the second one. Because something that someone pointed out is that for the darker face charts, especially ones like the ebony one and the chocolate one, obviously that's a lot of ink, and the whole point of these is I was trying to make something that was affordable for my subscribers. But if the whole page is covered in ink, that's obviously going to cost quite a lot more, and ink cartridges aren't cheap. So what I wanted to know is, would you prefer to have the whole paper covered in colour, or would you prefer it so it's just kind of the section around the eyes? And that's it. I hope you enjoy the face charts. Please, please, please check out my second channel. I think you're really going to like it.